Welcome to the Midnight Run. We're honored by your attendance. Your host, Danoby 2.
Twins, Basil, twins. How is everybody tonight? Oh man. It's been a while. It's been a while for me. Hello, folks. Welcome to another Midnight Run. August 25th, 2023. It's been a lot of stuff happening within the community, hasn't there? A lot of shenanigans, a lot of hijinks, a lot of tap outs, a lot of tap ins. It's been wacky. Let me give you. I'll bring you up to speed. I've been sick. I've had a really bad chest cold for the last week, so if my voice sounds odd, it's because of that. So I'm still kind of recovering. It's been about it started last Wednesday actually, and between the chest cold I've been dealing with, I've also been dodging hurricanes in the prepping for hurricane in Las Vegas. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but yes, I absolutely over the weekend did prep for an inbound hurricane coming in from the west, the Pacific West Coast, as it submerged parts of San Diego and Los Angeles. And the calculations were going to have it fly over Las Vegas. So I was like, oh, okay. Karma's a bitch, huh? Karma, coming after me. I've been making fun of all those East Coast hot toy collectors who live out in the East Coast in Florida and the Carolinas, Georgia. They're clearly experienced to deal with hurricanes on a weekly basis, but I am not. I'm not used to swimming out my front door, holding on to hot toys as flotation devices. So, all right. Let me check in here. Andre checking in on my birthday, 8 a.m. London, England. Hello, good sir. Hello, Melbourne. Oh, here you go. Ganesh Padamanathan. Hello, Danoby checking in from Melbourne, Australia, 5 p.m. Hello, good sir. Hello. And echo on my end. Is there an echo? Not for me. Is it my audio? Something going on with my audio? Let me know. Oh, Jesus, this is what I get for listening to Eddie. Thanks a lot, Eddie. Hello from the United Kingdom. Quick watch before work, of course. And checking in from down under, Ryan's Horizon. Hot toys are being so aggressive. Aggressive isn't even the word. It's more like an ambush. It's more like an occupation, the way Hot Toys has been coming in. And it's not even just Hot Toys. It's just like the whole toy industry. They're just waving their collection pans, begging for more. So it's been wacky. Supernova Moore, good morning from Maryland. I don't think I've ever seen you here. Is this your first time? Are you coming in for consultation? Is everything okay? Did you get busted with your pre-order list by your significant other? That's okay. You've come to the right place. This is the Midnight Run. This is where we come to discuss these things. Net Effect, greetings from Chicago. 2 in the morning. Hello. Ghost Tav, hello everybody. Hello. And Eddie, where are you checking in from Chicago, right? Windy City. Garden State, there you go. Wayne Timothy. And who else is checking? Imagine Liam. Yes, I am still alive, contrary to my popular belief. And then between hurricanes, between me being sick, and during the summertime for my job, I just end up pumping in more hours. This is how it is. So, Melbourne, pronounced Melvin in Australia. Huh? Did I say Melvin? I know it's pronounced Melbourne because there's a city in Florida called Melbourne. So, hello from China. Hello. P. Cucaracha. Hello. No echo on my end. Oh, there we go. Geeking out, the man, the myth, the legend. What's up, Nate? What's up? There you go, Nate. Nate, I know you're working. I was hoping to get some. I know you're working, but I didn't want to distract you. But anybody that is worthy, I like to get some visuals. Not so much audios coming in, but if you're able to sneak off and and do a little bit of streaming with me. That'd be fun. I need to send you the invite though, if you can do it. In fact, I don't even think I did send you the invite, did I? If you can, let's get some visuals going. It'd be fun. Let the people know that we're still alive, right? Let the folks know that we're still here. This is my original plan for this midnight run was to do more of a Q&A because there's just been a lot. And I was going to let the audience, you wonderful folks, kind of steer me in the direction as to what's in vogue right now, what's important, what's popular, what advice, what I'm personally doing, and so forth. So I may still go in that direction. I have a couple things I kind of want to bitch about, but for the most part, I'm still going to go in that direction. 8:08 Michigan Jedi, 9:04 p.m. here in uh, oh boy, Kapolei, Hawaii. Well, that's as long as it's not Maui, right? Thoughts and prayers, man. When I see rain, earthquake, and fires, it's the kids can run on themselves. It's the hot toys that you end up that you're forced to save. Look, I'm calling it how it is. This is the year of natural disasters, and we're just in the first. We're just in the first round. Yeah, between forest fires and anomalous hurricanes showing up in the West Coast. We're not even in the second act. Second act is September. September is hurricane month, and it'll be interesting to see what the season turns out for that. But look, we're not here to talk about the end of the world. We're here to talk about, well, I guess the end of the world, right? I mean, managing your pre-order list. Who else is still out there? Who else is still out there collecting? Now, I haven't been streaming. I haven't been very active within the community, but I have been watching. I watch where I can. The regular YouTube influencers within the 1/6 scale Hot Toys community. I'll do my part, right? Even though it's starting to, um, I've always said that when I listen to live streams on YouTube, live streams within the 1/6 scale community. I listen for the most part. And I try to watch if the show provides insightful information or provides a benefit to me. Not so much entertainment, but if it helps me navigate and manage my own collection. The problem that I've just it's starting to get kind of a little bit old. Watching my fellow colleagues in YouTube land is a lot of their there just seems to be a lot of flip flopping. Where last year most folks were excited for something, and then this year it's kind of like grabbing the collar and it's just like, oh well, that's not for me because I'm going in a different direction. But yet something was, and I'm not saying that we in the community are not allowed to change our opinions, right? Of course we are, but the problem is that it's not so much changing your opinion, it's more aggressively just fucking flip flopping. And it's just like, okay. And the last week, what I personally I've witnessed is I'm going to use the dewback. Let's use the dewback here. Let's use the dewback. Let's bring it up here. I was just looking at some of the pre-orders here. So it seemed like everybody was for the most part. It seemed for the most part, everybody seems to be really uber excited for the Sand Trooper Sergeant set, and I guess it's my skepticism where I'm listening to collectors kind of talk, be super excited, and are gung ho about getting it, and it's hard for me to believe that they're really going to commit to this. Specifically, just a little over a year ago, where the last beast of burden from the Star Wars universe was the dewback. And other than my buddy Hadalorian, I don't know anybody else in the community that actually owns a friggin' dewback that I've witnessed or vouched for. And it seemed like at the time when the dewback had been announced, it seemed like everybody was just gung ho about it. It seemed like everybody was excited to get it, and it seemed like by the time the dewback sat in stock and it was ready to ship, it just seemed like a lot of just not even it was. It's not even tap out excuses. It's just bullshit. Here's the thing. Excuses were well, it's not going to fit my collection. It's too big. I don't have the space for it. Or Mandalorian season 3 took a dump, so F it. I'm not going to collect the dewback. I mean, not the dewback. Yeah, the blurb. The blurg. I'm sorry, I'm confusing myself. I meant the blurg. A year and a half ago, everybody was excited about the blurg, the Mando blurg set, the whole situation. Sorry, I was confusing myself. And it seemed like everybody was gung ho about the blurg. And then when the blurg finally got in stock and it was ready to be shipped, and even with discounts, it seemed that everybody turned a blind eye. And the only person I know, I'm gonna kind of tail back here, is a Hadalorian that has the blurg. Everybody, I don't know anybody else that actually has the blurg. And it seemed at the time, a lot of the influencers at the time, they were all super duper excited about the blurg. And I remember at the time saying, "Look, the blurg, it's an expensive piece. It is a volume hog. It takes up a lot of real estate. What 80-90% of this community, they're still working out of DTOFs. 12 by 12 shoe boxes. I go, where in the world are you going to put the blurg? I kept saying that. I go, it's a horizontal mess. And just last week, and just seeing everybody gung ho about the Sand Trooper Sergeant Dewback, and it's just kind of hard for me to believe that majority of the influencers who are supporting the Dewback are actually gonna commit to it. It just seems that come next year, if one of the other manufacturers farts something shiny, it'll be a peddled excuse. Oh, well, InArts is releasing Dumbledore. So Dumbledore is more important than the Dewback. And it just and it's losing when I'm watching these streams from, I'm not going to mention any names, but I've just been I subscribe to most of them. And it's just like it's starting to lose the credibility from my point of view. I said when I talked about the blurg, I was going to get the blurg. I didn't pre-order the blurg. But I got the blurg. I had fun with the blurg. I took it out to the desert. I took it underwater. I submerged it underneath the Colorado River. I had a blast with the blurg. Blurg turned out to be a lot of fun. And it seems like history is kind of repeating itself with the Sand Trooper and Sergeant and the whole Dewback set. This is a 32-inch in length horizontal piece. And it's just hard for when I'm listening to YouTube influencers within the 160L community, and I'm listening to them talk about something like this, and it's not even about finance shaming or anything. Look, if you can't get it, just say you can't. I would rather other influencers say, look, I can't get this. This is way too expensive. I would rather, because to me, that information provides a benefit to the community that you are in the same boat as me, and it reflects that empathy. Versus like, oh well, the Dewback is the cat's meow. It's the shit. It's a phenomenal piece, and I'm definitely gonna get it. It's gonna be in my collection, and I'm definitely I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but it's definitely coming home. And this is a beast of burden. This is a giant vinyl rotocast piece. Uh, and again, it's not. I'm not going to mention any names. It's just about we all listen to each other to be insightful, to seek benefit of one's opinion. Is it worth chasing? Is it worth getting? Is it worth so forth? And I try never to force anybody to. Look, it's your money and get what you want. I can tell you right now, and I'll keep a promise here, is that the Dewback is coming home for me. I'm going to get it. I'm not going to pre-order it, just like I did with the blurg. This is an $800 unexpected surprise. It's like it retails for $700, and when I did the math and shipping, it's like $785 for me. It's close to $800. I can't have something like this show up on Christmas Eve when I'm already looking at my existing pre-order spreadsheet, have something of that big. It's a big ticket. To me, in my book, when something breaks $300, well, no, it's gotten to the point now that if something breaks $400, it's a big ticket item. This is a big ticket item that I have to absolutely plan and work around and so forth. So I can tell you generally that yes, I live in Las Vegas. I have access to wonderful deserts. I go hiking all the time on the world's, to the, Arrakis, and I would absolutely will have a lot of fun with this piece, doing photos, posability, all sorts of stuff. Absolutely, I'll get this. Um, and again, it, the reason where I'm going with the whole story about just my colleague YouTube influencers is that we're extremely we're extremely overwhelmed. We're staring at the barrel, I think, at 120 pre-orders right now. There's a lot of stuff to collect. And a lot of us get caught up with the hype. We get caught up with the whole excitement, is the whole, and you have that itchy trigger finger pre-order, and I heard it again. I'm not going to mention, this was streamed 2 days ago, where people there's still YouTube influencers like, yeah, I canceled this because I had a change of heart and I lost my NRD. Like, that's still happening. There are still there are still 1/6 scale hot toy collectors in YouTube land who are hosting live streams and are still sharing details on pre-ordering something. It's kind of like bulimic. You swallow it and you throw it out, and you pre-order something, and then you cancel it in a short period of time. And I don't understand what type of benefit that content creator would provide to his audience. You're flip-flopping aggressively. Aggressively. Um I mean, I'm kind of just I'm kind of preaching about this because I understand the not the hardship. I understand the challenge of trying to really manage all this stuff and not being able, not wanting to lose something, or what I would personally say, being punished by history. Nobody ever wants to be punished by history. Like, oh, I could have gotten this and so forth. Nobody ever wants to be punished, and I totally get it. This has always been, hot toys has always been an expensive hobby. It's never gotten any cheaper. I've been in this game for 10 years. It's never gotten any cheaper. Uh this feels very similar to the Bark Speeder, where everyone in the community went crazy, and now you hear the tap outs at the start. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. In fact, thank God, I pre-ordered both of my Bark Speeders through Alter Ego. Because even though Alter Ego is charging shipping, it is still cheaper to go through them than it is through Sideshow, because at least Alter Ego doesn't charge me tax. My tax is high. I pay 8.5% here in the state of Nevada. So uh, any little bit that helps to save is a huge win. And I get everybody's still committed to Sideshow. I get it; they're the main U.S. Distributor for here in the U.S. But there are still officially licensed Sideshow partners that still do pre-orders, and you can save. You can save $40 here, $50 there. It's kind of like that 7-Eleven app. Your seventh cup is free. That's the way I see it. If you can save some tax here, a little bit of tax there, and so forth, it goes. I mean, I speak from experience. I'm telling you, you know. I speak from experience. I am a little bit behind on some of my pre-orders, but I haven't missed out on anything. I'm still getting my Bark Speeders. Um, I still got my classic Loki. I'm still getting exactly what I want. I'm just playing the slow turtle when it comes to my collection right now. So yeah, and it's just, and the whole thing with the Bark Speeders too. I mean, they're on a wait list. Talk about being punished. I mean, that's an expensive piece. I mean, that's something that should have been really planned out. I mean, I can't wait to get mine. It's still a little bit too hot out right now in the desert, but I do plan to absolutely take the bark speeders out to the desert and do some photo shots. Speaking of bark speeders, Nate, are you getting the bark speeder? Did you? Oh, hold on, he's jumping in here. He just is sneaking in on. He's probably he went to a little bathroom break there. We'll get him in a little bit. I doubt many will pre-order the Dewback. Would be a risk to wait till it releases in Hong Kong. Decisions. Yes. So the problem with the Dewback is that it has an expensive NRD. And as hot toy collectors now, most of us have been slapped on the wrist a couple times. I am not in the business of throwing money away. I shit you not, I could not believe from two different channels, YouTube influencers who represent the 1/6L community are still bragging about pre-ordering something and canceling it. It blows my mind. Well, it's only 30 bucks, it's only 40 bucks. That's stupid. That's not how you manage an expensive toy collection. You just don't do that. I don't care if you shouldn't pre-order something if you know that you're not gonna if you're gonna throw it away. I'm not in the business of throwing money away. Nope, nope, no. Yes. Excuse me. I upgraded to you're gonna have to upgrade to garage shelves. You're gonna have to do something because this Dewback it measures 32 inches in length. I mean that's what 3D tops across. I don't know where that's gonna go. Nate, your connection's not working. Maybe you better hop on you better hop on that airport Wi-Fi or something. What's going on? I'll give him a second here. Yeah, hold on. He's not coming in. I have two blurgs. Vincent. So you have two blurgs. Okay, cool. I've never seen. Do I follow you on Instagram? I don't think I've seen it. And I'm not checking everybody's IDs or papers. I'm just if I follow you on Instagram, I've never seen the blurg in your collection. The only person I've visually seen who owns the blurg is my buddy Ada Loring. And the influencers on YouTube land, I haven't seen the blurg in their collections in the background. And there's like quite a few of us. There's like 6 or 7 of us. There's quite a bit of us in the community. So again, it's not shaming or anything. I'm just saying I'm using the blurg as an analogy to the Dewback where everybody says that they're going to get the Dewback. And I'm quite skeptical to believe that you're promoting the Dewback, you're excited, you're all that, and yet when I kind of feel that when the invoice shows up for this, it's kind of like the check being brought to the dinner to the restaurant, and you get up and leave to use the bathroom. That's kind of how, and I see that a lot. I'm seeing that a hell of a lot. So again, it's just for me, if you're not going to get something, just say you're not going to get it. Just say you're not going to get it. Nate, what is going on, boy? What are you doing with your? What are you? Are you doing like a VPN through North Korea? What's going on? What are you trying to?
I
You're
think
in the
that's what's
six.
happening. It's not. So I tried to use my data to get through here. I was like, oh, what the hell? I'll just use the Wi-Fi. So if it finally worked, is
All
it?
right,
Is am I coming out all right now?
you're coming
Shoot.
in good. You're coming in good.
Okay, cool,
You're coming
cool. Hello there, everyone. Hello there, everyone. I'm your shooter, Nate Boxer here on another Danoby Midnight Run. Yo.
good. What's Sandra saying? It's impressive, Rosa. I do good hosting a solo stream when I have shit to bitch about. That's my shtick, right? That's my shtick. What's going on here? I canceled the first order of the Ghost vehicle. Needed 4 tires. That was my only reason. Got the chance to reorder it. Is the Ghost campaign still happening? Because I pre-ordered mine. I don't even know where it's at. I haven't been following
Yeah,
it.
11,000 right now. 11,000 backers. So it hit its first tier
Okay,
a few days ago.
and the campaign ends what, like in 3 weeks or something like that?
13 days or 12 days now.
Okay, so that's fine. It's gonna on the 11th hour. It's everyone's gonna panic because I think I'm only back in 3. I think I'm only back in 3. I'm looking.
Only 3.
Well, it's gonna. Yeah, I'm only about. I just looked. It's only 3 because there's just a lot of stuff to collect, Nate. There's a
Oh yeah,
ton. Yeah, and then I got hit with the Tommy DeLorean Kickstarter. I backed a couple of those. So
yeah. It's only one for me for
the Ghost.
the Ghost. Yeah, it's only
That's
for one
fine.
for me.
My thing is that you just don't want to get punished like everybody did with the HasLab Razor Crest or
Hmm.
the HasLab Sail Barge. So
Yeah.
it's yeah. We have to commit here. You haven't mentioned the HasLab. I haven't mentioned it because I pre-ordered mines, Gilberto. I did my part for King and Country. I
King of
promoted
Country.
it, right? Right? I
Yes,
mean,
you
you
did.
did your
Yeah.
part, right? There's not look, it hit its goal, right? It
Hmm.
hit its goal. I promoted it. And look, I'll confess to you, wonderful folks out there. I don't really want to promote it because I want to keep the batch low. That way, my additional versions, my additional ones that I'm backing, remember, supply and demand, a smaller batch means if you want the Ghost, you're going to have to pay me triple or whatever amount to
Hmm.
get it.
Hmm.
So it serves me as an investor because I know everybody, a lot of the new hot toy collectors that joined the market in 2020. Oh, you can buy duplicates of hot toys. There's no money in making in flipping hot toys. At least what it used to be. I'm telling you, there's other stuff out there that you can buy that
Well, not
is
yet. Anyway,
not
depending on how
yet
when the
anyway.
mark, depending on how when the market goes out in the next like 2 years, because of what happening with the pre-orders now, they're not lasting as long, right?
Yeah.
So we might see this new wave of resells going higher now because of the pre-orders that did not make it through in stock. Because we're still living in stock of 2020, 2021.
Oh
But now
yes.
we got to see the 2022 and 2023 pre-orders, how they, it's going to be it's going to be a wait game, patience.
Mhm. Now we have a few pieces that are kind of going in chase price, like Attack of the Clones R2D2.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still a few, right? There's a few pieces out there in Hot Toys that I don't know if it's extraordinary grail, but as far as chase price and yeah, the stuff that's gone into waitlist is absolutely it's commanding that top dollar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see going on here. Uh I folks, I couldn't get the Artesian Joker. I tried to do it and I couldn't get it.
You didn't get it?
Oh,
How
no,
about the
no, no, I'm
Anakin?
sorry. It's
You
Anakin,
talking about
I'm
the
sorry.
Anakin, right? I
Anakin, I'm
thought,
sorry, I'm
yeah.
sorry. No, you're right. My bad, my bad. I got
Yeah.
confused. It's all artesian foo-foo schlock. No,
Yeah.
I scored an artesian Joker, and it was Anakin. The Anakin was the one that really pissed me off. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
really pissed me off, and, I'm not chasing it. I told everybody who asked me, I go, "I am not chasing the artesian, Anakin on the secondary market. No way."
Yeah. I'm currently on the running with a trade if it goes well. If it doesn't, then it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just unfortunately it's smart management right now within my Google spreadsheet. There's
Mm-hmm.
a ton of stuff, and there is stuff that I was warned on that was going to go on the wait list, and then I did not pre-order because I'm trying to keep my pre-order list from exceeding the count of 40. 40
Mm-hmm.
seems to be my safe threshold, and the algorithm that I calculated is that I don't want to get caught like a lot of the people I know and my buddy hey, DeLorean, he got hit with 4 invoices in 1 day from Sideshow. I told you this.
Let me see. I think I got hit with the most I've gotten hit by Sideshow has been 2 or 3 invoices in 1 day. 2 or 3. 2 or 3. And those are the ones I didn't pay off completely. I dabble in payment plans, of course, but
Mhm.
there's some that I just let it ride, and 2 or 3 of them I did not pay off completely. So those hit hard. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do payment plans because it just then it gets out of control. I used to do it. I'm like, I would rather calculate the trajectory on when it's expected to drop. I just the whole month but I get it. Everybody has their advice on what they can do. So if that works for you, more power to you. Excuse me. I'm getting over this cold, if you heard earlier.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Vincent, you sent the blurgs. Cool. All right. Very nice. So then you'll be like the second person I know that actually has blurgs. Yes, I'm disappointed that the Jurassic Park gate did not make the crowdfunding at San Diego Comic-Con. Yes, I backed 2 of them and they canceled my order because it did not meet its threshold. So that would have been something fun to collect. Doubt many will dip out of the artisan as they can always resell them for more. The problem now, I've heard this analogy here of like, well, the folks who got lucky in pre-ordering it, right? Because it was like a $50 non-refundable deposit.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that I follow a few people that got lucky who scored it and already have a history of canceling pre-orders. So you have to understand that this is a year out.
Will the Foxlication.
Well, it's not even him. It's just a few other, and if you want to include him too. The thing is that when it comes time to pay the piper, that's an expensive invoice, and you need to have the funds ready. And we don't know what else is going to burden us collector folks at that point in time. And if you look at the star charts right now, you have like a trifecta. You have like the Dewback, you have the Artesian Joker, Artesian Anakin, all within like December of 2024. That's a $2,000 hit. So I jumped on the wait list, and if I get lucky and I get the opportunity to pick up the Artesian Anakin, then cool. Because it's still, what is it? I think, isn't it $550 total with shipping and tax? I think someone told me $560.
Mine's is 575.
575.
So
it's close to $600.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big fat. That's not a $250 old school hot toy ticket there, Nate.
Right.
That's
a quarter scale Iron Man right there.
That's not even Iron Man. That's like premium. You're buying it through Toys Wonderland Iron Man price right there to get that amount. So I'm trying to be optimistic. I may still get a chance. How many people are going to have it? And then it depends on when it drops.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be on Christmas Eve? Is it going to be the nightmare before Christmas? What do we? You're shopping for yourself, for the kids. Is it the first, second week of December? And you're buying all the Christmas gifts, and then boom, Sideshow's like, here's your invoice for your Artesian Anakin. I mean, this is all variables. This is all variables, and it's one of the reasons why I try to keep my pre-order list at a cap of 40, because I know I can maintain control. If I start increasing my pre-orders above 40, then it's critical mass. Then the reactor starts to overheat, and then it's a runaway, and then I can't bring it down to coolant. Then it's all Oppenheimer, and then then we got
it's the run the markets.
That's it. The run the market. Vote of no confidence.
If this body is not capable of action, I suggest new leadership is needed. I move for a vote of no confidence.
Vote of no confidence is all these pre-orders and hot toys. Howard Chan.
So is it a vote of no confidence to Hot Toys, or is it to the community?
It's to the community. It's to the community to see if they'll step up to the plate. That's what I vote of no confidence. Everybody's like, "Oh, I got it. I got my golden ticket to Danoby. I got it. I got it. All right. Let's see if you can pick up the check when it's brought to the table. All right, because it's not just that. It's not just that. It's what else. Again, it's not looking at it 2-dimensionally. It's looking at it 3-dimensionally. What else are we going to get bombarded in that point in time? Another HasLab? Another 1/6 scale vehicle? It's those variables that we have no clue. We have no clue. Did you pre-order this Dewback yet? I told the folks I'm not doing it yet. I have to wait. It's just I can't.
No, not yet for me. I'm waiting to fit it in my pre-order list. So
it is a big ticket.
But here's the thing, though. This is what I'm afraid of, and this is what might happen with the Dewback. the look what what's happening with the Batman from Flash. He's almost sold out. So there could be a domino effect where that particular Batman can transfer over domino effect to its Bat Cycle, and the Bat Cycle 2-pack hitting almost
Ah,
sold out, and they're cutting down production. What I'm afraid of, if this will, because it's such a big ticket item, such a big ass figure, we're probably going to see the dewbacks go out like the early pre-orders. Like it's like a few months in, cut off the production, and that's all we're going to get.
the only saving grace is that there's multiple SKUs.
Yeah,
Multiple
that's the
SKUs.
only.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they may cut it off, I still think you'll still be able to find an opportunity to buy it at
Yeah, I
retail.
think you'll still have time, right? So let's say the 2-pack dewback gets hit first, waitlisted. You still got the dewback regular and dewback deluxe to
Yeah.
fall back on, just in case the 2-pack ends up. You'd be paying like about extra $50 more if you end up buying the trooper and the dewback separately than you buying it together. You save about $50 buying it together, but
Okay.
that's the risk you're gonna have to make if you don't have to you don't pre-order in time.
It's just it's just that $800 getting that invoice, dealing with it, and so forth is what's
Mm-hmm.
challenging. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. To me, it's scary. Like, I want it. Nate, you believe me. I'm taking this bitch out to Arrakis. I'm to the desert. I'm
I'm
gonna
waiting for that video.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do all sort but at the same time, though, I can't have an $800 surprise from Sideshow. I
Mm-hmm.
need to be able to do it on my own terms. I don't like to
Yeah.
be forced. And looking at my spreadsheet, I don't know what else I can speculate. If Hot Toys if they were more dedicated to the actual dates of when they say they were,
Mm-hmm.
what's the window on this? This is from July to December. Well, no, that's a big ass window. Now, I think this is probably going to show up around July and August because the blur
Mm-hmm.
the blur showed up in a year's time, and
How about
because
the bark speeders? Were those early? I can't
those
remember if
were
they were
no
early or not.
right on. I can tell you right now. Looking at my spreadsheet, right on time. Actually,
Right
no,
on
they were
time.
early. They were early by 1 month.
So we might see this early by 1 month or so.
Okay, so it says here, I'm looking at my spreadsheet. It says the first one, the one with the sidecar, was May
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
2023, and then the second one, the Apple, was later in fall. I'm just looking at the notes.
They ended up coming out the same month, so that's not that. Yeah, that estimate wasn't true. They
Yeah,
both came out the same damn month. So
yeah. So do back bad. I got hit to 3 door. Yeah, so that's the thing, and just the is it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, right before the hurricane hit in San Diego. Sideshow hit out multiple. We're talking like Doc Brown, the R5, and both Bark Speeders, and there were a lot of collectors, and most collectors knew very well that yeah, you probably could have canceled it if you didn't
mm-hmm.
couldn't, but you then run the risk of missing out because these vehicles were already on the wait. Were they waitlist full? I didn't even know. I
Which one? The vehicles?
the
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 bark
app
speeders?
the bark speeders, yeah.
Oh yeah, they've been waitlist full the moment it hit waitlist.
Mm,
Oh yeah, those were gone. Those were gone. Adios muchacho. You had to be within 24 hours, 48 hours to get on the wait list.
yeah.
Because people were surprised. They were like, oh dear Lord, kind of like what happened with the clone troopers and the battle droids from Attack of the Clones. People were just like shocked. I'm like, the hell happened? So same thing happened to bar speeders. And we might experience the same surge of waitlists for these if history repeats itself.
Because
So
I'll back you up on that theory because of the expensive sticker price.
mhm.
Meaning it'll be a small batch, and I don't know. I don't think it was you. I told someone like, yeah, these things are probably going to show up early. So if it says July 2024 to December 2024, it's probably going to show up early because it is a vinyl rotocast. It's exact same what old classic trilogy stormtrooper with some extra gear. all the work is probably in the dewback. So
My guess is
yeah,
how is the blurg? I don't have him yet. How is the blurg? Is there weight to it? Is it hollow?
it's hollow inside, but it's very heavy. It is a vinyl rotocast.
Do you
So
think
it's
it's going
kind
to be
of
the same thing with the
with the dewback.
dewback?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's the same plastic formula that is used by X Plus for their giant Godzilla pieces, where it's like just a big, giant,
Mm.
heavy, like chunk of plastic, but it's vinyl. It's like a vinyl plastic, but it gives it weight and girth, and so
Mm.
yeah, I honestly don't. I know I have the Max 140s and the Magic cases, but this dewback is a fat boy. He's huge. I'm like I had trouble. I can't show it to you, but I had trouble just dealing with where to put my blur. At least the blurg took up a lot of real estate vertically. This
Hmm.
guy here, though, horizontally, I mean, you figure he can eat up a D120 easy, module case. I mean, he's 32 inches. That's the equivalent of what, three D tops stacked side by side.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty much two blurgs. Just stretch them out. Stretch them out two blurgs.
goddamn, I can't. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Can you
gonna.
imagine just two blurgs lined up like the human centipede? Just line them up.
He's so stupid. He's stupid. Holding onto their tails and just having their mouths sewn to their buttholes. And, doing it like I'm in the desert, Lord Vader. Centipede, that's terrible.
I'm sorry.
Did I tell you I didn't think they were ever going to make the dewback? I didn't think. I thought, to me,
There are those, as Sue said, as they will never come. This is what gives me hope now that anything is possible with Hot Toys. This is gonna be. They just gotta pick their time and date of how they want to do it.
clearly
Like the N1 Starfighter is not off the table yet.
they don't give a shit, boy. They're just like,
Yeah, and
make-
and you brought up a good point months ago, and you said that just like how Apple does their stuff, they don't they don't make their money off or the Apple or Microsoft, with the Xboxes or consoles, right? They don't make money off the actual system. They make money off the games and the accessories.
yeah,
that you-
it's where you give away the razor, but you make the money on the blade, the cheap little blade.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like the dewback, yeah, the money is actual in the figure, but it's an expensive piece. So it's I just
Oh, why you gonna show me this, Danoby? Why? Why, Danoby? Why? The one that got away.
I'm laughing here because this is to me, it's just it feels like such a running joke. I didn't get it, and to me, I even though I know it's overly priced, the fact that we all went stupid over for it's still mind boggling. And yeah.
Oh wow! So the Bark Speeder is reopened. I remember those were rated full. They reopened.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that would make sense. And why would the wait list reopen? Well, because
Because of cancellations.
absolutely. If Sideshow has the audacity to send out a double hitter invoice, because that's what Hadalorian told me. He goes, yeah, I got both invoices for both Bark Speeders. That's what is that 1,300?
1,300. Yeah, just do it. 1,300. Yeah.
Yeah, with shipping and tax,
Mhm.
$1,300.
Mhm.
So you may not have the space on the debit card or the credit card. I'm like, oh, you're gonna cancel. So yeah, that would be expected. Yeah, big ticket items like that, absolutely, you would expect a small percentage of cancellations to at least happen on that. And like I said, folks, I didn't score the Anakin. If I get picked, I'm on the wait list. If I don't, I'm moving on. I'm not chasing this on the secondary.
Yeah, light a candle up. It's fine. Like you say,
No, I'm
do
not.
a small prayer.
Moff Gideon. It's a
What's up?
no. It's a no.
That's gonna be no. You already got your one, right?
I got my one, and I'm moving on. I don't have anything negative to say about this guy. I just didn't care for this episode. I don't care for its suit. This feels like a blatant cash grab. He's a good actor, but to me, the whole mojo has left. So I have no.
I think the head sculpt is pretty much perfected compared to the original one. I think it's
Yeah.
definitely perfected. I think this is Moff Gideon is definitely they've really done a fine job. I'm hoping this comes out as close as possible with Moff Gideon. So yeah.
One six Cave Tauntaun look. So I'm the wrong person to speculate about this because I've seen how the community on social media and on YouTube land how they react to Beast of Burden, and I didn't think Hot Toys would have released the Dewback because I didn't think it would be profitable for them because I still feel a lot of collectors, even though they say now that they want it, may not be able to pony it up for a list of reasons come next year. If it's not space, if it's not interest, if it's not interest is the other thing. It's classic trilogy. Star Wars is a segregated IP. You have the Toontown Adventures, you have the Disney Plus shows, you have the sequel trilogy, you have the prequels, you have the classic trilogy. So everybody has their cup of tea. So
I'm just surprised. What is Howie's mindset this year? Because we're in the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, and he's releasing New Hope stuff that could have easily been put in close to the 50th anniversary of New Hope in like 4 years. But no. He's putting it here in Return of the Jedi year. I'm like, what's up with this? I at that point, I think Howie doesn't even care about these 40th anniversary stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna put my Star Wars whenever I want.
Oh, he doesn't care. He doesn't care how he is. People are like the community asked for this, and he just tells them.
You'll see no mercy from me.
That's him. That's Howard Chanboy. He's Davy Jones. You'll get no mercy from me, Hot Toys collector. You wanted a Bethlehem Luke, did you? Pre-order him. Nope. We got episode 3 Obi-Wan on his lizard. Oh, Jesus Christ! This is jumping the shark. No, God, no.
That lizard is like what, 2 dewbacks at that point?
Yeah, that's right, because of the tail. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's like 2. It's not as hefty as the dewback, but still the length wise, that's like 2 dewbacks. Dear Lord.
So my waitlist converted for the Bark Speeder, but I gave Sideshow the middle finger because I'm not getting it. I don't understand this because you're trying to stick it to Sideshow, or you had second thoughts about the Bark Speeder, or you couldn't. It's not for you. You lost interest. You couldn't swing it.
Or he has a vendetta against Sideshow. Either or.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand that.
Because there are collectors out there that feel that it's just a FOMO game from Sideshow, causing people to purchase figures that are almost sold out when they're not, supposedly. But we've seen that the Clone Troopers haven't come back. We've seen, the Clone Troopers, the pilots, the battle droids, they haven't come back into stock, So, but you can get them elsewhere, but you're going to have to pay the weight game. Because my other Clone Troopers that I bought, and even my Bark Speeders I bought, they haven't fully been invoiced to me as far as like completed, because I've gotten emails telling me that their allocations cannot be met, so your figures might not come in.
Where are you getting your Bark Speeders from? Sideshow or a third party reseller?
No, I got my other set from a third party, but then I got my official ones from Sideshow, which is fine. But I wanted 2 of them. But the thing is, now my allocations might not be met. So
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got the Peter Parker, and then we got the Tony. I'm getting the Tony, but I can't pre-order him right now. There's a few things here. Unfortunately, I will not be able to pre-order. I missed out on the advanced suit. This was a limited batch here.
These might. Hey, join that wait list. He might come back.
I am.
Because people have been getting a lot.
Yeah. I am on this wait list here for this guy right here. So if I do get him, I absolutely will. I'll be getting him. Supergirl. I mean, there's just quite a few, and I'm on the wait list for Wonder Woman, and I think that's about it. And then I still want the Flash. I still want this guy. There's still quite a few I want, but
Oh wow, they even updated the body on the pictures
yeah,
here from Sideshow. Look at that.
yeah, they even got him. Yeah, a lot of waitlist opportunities. Yes, so there is a lot of waitlist opportunities, but I can't. Unfortunately, I'm terrified. I can't have surprise drops of 3 or 4 different invoices coming in all at once. I can't do it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
This one's going to be a blue screen game for me. Either I get them, pre-order them early, or I wait till a blue screen alert.
A lot of waitlist opportunity. No, you're right. I'm with you on this one. I don't want to, because that's the thing too. This is all small batches moving forward. Everything here is going to be a small batch. I am going to switch it on over to the Hot Toys screen because there's been a few releases, hasn't there? I am gonna.
Black Panther came out this week, or this week? Yeah, it came out this week, or was it last week? I forget. I know Black Panther came out.
Black Panther did come out. I did not pre-order him. Here we go. They're teasing.
You know, he got waitlisted the day he came out.
Who did? Black Panther?
Yeah, at Sideshow. People went.
Is he still waitlist? Black Panther?
Yeah, he's still waitlisted on Sideshow.
Okay, I'm actually going to pick him up through one of my authorized resellers through Sideshow. It won't be through Sideshow. Fortunately, folks, I can't share that information with you because I don't want to send any business to them because I want to get my Black Panther through them, free ship, no tax. So, but yes, I do want that Black Panther. That's a really nice, beautiful, updated Black Panther. So,
of Chadwick Boseman, really chef kiss. It's the paint job. It's the paint application I really wanted on the original Black Panther head sculpt.
Yes,
they really got it down.
And it's a bigger body, right?
Beautiful.
It's muscle, everything, body.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They brought him up to his height, his body, everything, like his chest. It's very well proportioned. And I have the original Black Panthers. I never got the Civil War Black Panther.
Yeah, this will be my first Civil War too. I can't wait. I was like, yes.
Me too. I can't wait to get him. Absolutely. So this is what they teased us a couple days ago. This is from I don't know who this chick is. I have no clue who she is.
Mommy Ren. Yeah. Mommy Ren. Yeah.
Okay.
Sebian Ren.
Okay.
Mommy Mando over here.
And then this is just, I guess, was released overseas in Hong Kong as the quarter scale gold. So I don't know if Hot Toys, I don't know if Sideshows is if they're gonna take pre-orders for this. If they do, at retail, I absolutely will buy this guy, but I'm absolutely not chasing him on the secondary or through Poo Poo Toys Wonderland or any of those little wacky Hong Kong. No, I've been on a quarter scale, 1/4 quarter scale kick with the Iron Man suits. So I would love to have something this gold and shiny.
Yeah, the Oscar. Yeah.
Yep, the Oscar. I like it. You're right.
The Oscar Iron Man right there.
You're right.
Because of how limited this piece is, I wouldn't be surprised if Hot Toys, if Sideshow does the whole you gotta join the RSVP and play the Hunger Games with other collectors.
Yeah. My Iron Man 3, that's right. The Iron Man 3 2.0 is still on waitlist. But I didn't pre-order him through Sideshow. I'll be picking him up through outside means. I'm sorry, Nate. Did you say you were going to get the Oscar, if Sideshow offered it or no?
Yeah, I'll try.
You'll try.
Like,
okay.
I don't know what Sideshow's going to do. Either going to have it open if they take it. Because there's some Iron Mans they did not take for orders, right? Like the Mark V exclusive, they didn't take that one.
No.
So the Iron Man Oscar here, quarter scale. If that does come in to Sideshow and if it's readily available, I'll probably pre-order it. But if it's not readily available, it's only available through the Hunger Games, then
Yeah.
yeah,
Does it come with that acrylic plastic?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, that's pretty. I want that.
Already. Mhm.
That's real pretty. I would. Oh man,
Uh,
I would.
I love
That's
gold.
right. Smell of it, the taste of it. Nate, this case here looks friggin' badass. I do
Hmm.
love this. I do.
Now it does say at the bottom it's like a 300 set. Only 300 pieces. Like I think it's a number down there. I'm wondering
Oh, it
if
says
the
300. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
if the particular set you get has that number written on it, like 2 out of 300 or 1 out of 300. That'd be hilarious. Or like 299 out of 300. That'd be pretty cool.
I would USB hack this bitch too. I would have him powered up all the time. Yeah, I would. I'd pimp him out in this little acrylic case here. This is really nice. I did get the waitlist conversion for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and I secured it through an outside retailer, an authorized retailer. That's a little bit cheap. If I can save tax or free shipping, I'm in no hurry to get some of these figures. For
Yeah, that's
me,
another invoice I got hit too with.
yeah, I have to. It's patience. I want what I want. I'm not in
Hmm.
a hurry. Unfortunately, I just don't care about doing those first day reviews anymore. All I want is managing my collection and then not, pulling my hair off my scalp because I missed out on it or chasing it on the secondary market. So I did get the
Yeah,
witness converted,
you
but I didn't fulfill it.
Yeah, what I'm surprised about is I know influencers are still doing the whole thing where they get the figures in early as soon as possible and do the review, do the unboxing, and then try to raffle it out or sell it. I'm still surprised influencers still do that because I'm like, yeah,
There's no
if
benefit
not,
anymore. There's no
yeah,
benefit anymore. There just isn't. It just doesn't work. God damn, I really like this acrylic box case. They must be charging an arm and a leg for
yeah.
this whole setup.
Ever since Sideshow started getting their stuff in at the same time as everyone else has over HK,
Hmm.
the whole game for day one pre-orders or day one sale batches has gone out the window.
Yeah. Has it been almost 2 years since they teased the Vulture, the official Hot Toys Vulture?
Has it been 2 years?
Like, was
Has
it?
it been?
I don't. I know it's been over a year. Uh,
I think it was no. I think it was last year. They teased it.
yeah.
No, teased it officially. With the banner
Oh
and
no.
everything.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, it was last year when Sideshow was at San Diego Comic Con. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. This year,
Now
yeah.
I think it's been like 3 years, right, or 3 or 4 years since they showed it an actual the prototype in a Comic Con, right?
Well, the
Versus because
prototype was at Comic Con last year in
yeah,
2022.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there was another prototype that came out years ago, but they only showed it,
Yes.
at the cons.
Yes. That was like yes, back when the 2017. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
Homecoming film. Yes.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Only 300 that will be sold out in minutes. Talking about the gold suit. Well, whether or not the U.S. gets an allotment, I guess it's just it's no suit for us. So
No suit for you. Come back one
yeah.
year. Yeah.
Did you see this this throne that he sits in? Did you see this thing blow up on eBay? Like 250 and
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, did you remember for the while it was only like $100 on Sideshow?
Yeah, it was cheap to
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, it was such a limited batch and but even then though, I have the chair in my collection
Hmm.
and I don't have Killmonger or Black Panther sitting in it because I don't want to stretch out the fabric.
Well, you don't want to ruin the suit, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to ruin the suit, so I don't have them sit down on it. Like the whole crotch area and the knees, I don't that pleather plastic situation. I don't like ruining that crap. So no, I don't. I didn't do it, but yeah, I know the throne is still pretty highly sought out. This is a great figure, man. This is really nice. I gotta get this guy.
Oh yeah,
With the
great
African hat.
great piece. The Civil War suit, one of my favorites of the Black Panther. Um, um, Pathlon of suits. Yeah, the collection, the suit collection, definitely one of my favorites.
Do you
And
think
I
they'll
was
do
to the
Killmonger?
what's up?
Do you think they'll do Killmonger?
What do you mean?
Like
Like
a
his
2.0? This is well, actually, no. This is the original. All they're doing is they tweaked up the Civil War suit. So
Yeah, they tweaked out. They made the 2.0 for the Silver War suit. I don't think they'll do unless they do a Killmonger where he was in his proto suit, where he wasn't even in a suit. He was just in his battle armor with the African mask,
yeah,
hunter mask, maybe. But yeah, I'm not sure if they'll do Killmonger after this.
and yeah. Did you see Ahsoka yet?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Did you like the show?
I love it, man. And like I said before, if
Oh, did I lose your name?
this is
Oh, I
like
think
pretty much the fifth season of Rebels.
so. It is. It is like so. It is just a continuation of the Rebel show then.
Pretty much. But the thing is, it takes place roughly about 10 years after the fourth season of Rebels, right? Because Rebels and Rebels season 4 ended right before the events of New Hope, right? Possibly a year or a few years before, a few months before New Hope, right? And then Ahsoka takes place about roughly about 5 years after Return of the Jedi, or 5 or 6 years. So it puts it roughly about 10 years after Rebel season 4. So
I've never seen an episode of the Rebels Disney XD show. I never. What? How many episodes have been released for Ahsoka?
2. They released 2 of them in the same night.
And then it debuted. What? Was it this week?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Then how many episodes? Only 6 episodes, right? Or is it 8?
I think it's either 6 or 8 episodes. Because I think it's been like 8 episodes for most of the shows.
Yeah.
Especially with Star Wars. Yeah.
I know. I think John Campy said that one of the episodes was only like 30 minutes, and he lost his crap over. I think it's the 4th.
That's episode 3. That's episode 3. Because episode 1 was an hour. Episode 2 was like 44 minutes.
Okay.
I think, and then episode 3 is 30 minutes.
Well,
But episode 3 is not out yet, so it comes out next week.
So it's next week. All right, and then after this show, then we go on a Star Wars break. Then, right? There's no more Star Wars after this. This is it.
No, Skeleton Crew.
What?
Skeleton Crew is next.
What is that? What's that shit? What is that?
Apparently, it's
Is that a live action show? Is that a live action show?
Yeah, it's with Jude Law. Jude Law plays a former Jedi taking on some adventures with a bunch of kids. He adopted a bunch of kids apparently, and they're going on these adventures throughout the galaxy.
Why does that sound like that Star Trek Prodigy show? With
I haven't followed Star Trek in a minute after.
I've never seen the episode, but I know it's like a rogue ship and then like a hologram of like Captain Janeway going off on separate adventures.
Don't forget Acolyte, and we don't talk about Acolyte. I don't even want to know about Acolyte. Get that away from me.
When I start to see that on the actual schedule, and I'll believe it. No, I mean, there's nothing for me then.
Now you will enjoy David Tennant's Hugh Yang droid in the Ahsoka show. Is definitely an awesome droid. This droid was part of the Old Republic for years, thousands of years since the Old Republic, helping the Jedi create lightsabers, helping the Padawans to grow and build their own lightsabers. And he has all this knowledge of every lightsaber ever created. So, like he's been around since Yoda was Padawan. So,
really?
Yeah, he's a pretty cool droid, and David Tennant does a great job.
We'll have to see. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the show. I don't have.
I'm surprised how much the droid is in the show for the past 2 episodes. I'm like, wow.
What type of
okay.
droid is he like a protocol droid, or is he just a different model series droid?
It's pretty much a protocol droid, but on steroids when it comes to having its own. It's kind of like with R2's personality, where R2 is going to do whatever he wants, right?
He
Sort of
doesn't
way,
speak
but
in the R2 language though. He speaks in English, or
yeah, he speaks like C-3PO, but he pretty much doesn't take shit. Like he'll tell you how it is. I mean, like if you try to argue with him, he's like, okay, so why don't you get your ass up and do your job? I'm like, I'm going through feelings. F your feelings. Do your job. It's irrelevant.
Is that the droid's name? Huang?
Hugh Yang, yeah.
All right.
25,000 years old. Yeah, Old Republic. Thousands of years old, this dude.
I don't know if I'm going to see this show, Nate. I don't have any interest. It looks boring as shit. And it's such a big turnoff for me that all the memes and everybody's telling me it's a continuation of Rebels, and I've never seen an episode of Rebels. I can't. To me, Rebels is like no. It's just no. It's like like a G-rated Star Wars. The problem with these animated Star Wars shows is that they're just when they're in cartoon form, it's like G-rated, and you
Oh,
don't
Danoby, I'm listening. Give me a second. I'm listening.
yeah, you don't get that same level, that same sense of level of like adult content versus like with the Mandalorian, and he's shooting scoundrel, and you see the blaster hits their chest and blood and all that stuff, and then when you watch it in the cartoon form, and it's so heavily censored. That's my problem. So the fact that everybody it's just Rebels, I'm like, so does that mean I have to watch Rebels to understand Ahsoka? And it creates that sense of alienated. It just alienates me from it. So I don't know. Maybe if it just sounds like homework, and I hate homework when it comes to Star Wars. This is the same thing that happened to Marvel, where people said, "Well, you needed to keep up with Loki, and you needed to keep up with WandaVision and all these shows to understand what was happening in Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness." To me, that's what's happening with Star Wars, where you almost have to do all this homework, or else you're kind of left out. Just what happened at Marvel. That's what they said. That was
Well,
one of the things that happened at one of the
you were going to have to do the same thing if you're going to watch an Infinity War and Endgame, right? You're going to have to watch this catalog of movies that's come out before Infinity War and Endgame to actually enjoy.
But there's a
the finale.
there's a difference between sitting for a 2-hour film that that continues next year versus a 4 or 5 year seasonal show with 100 episodes. There's a big difference there. There's a huge difference there. Same thing with the Clone Wars. What is it? Season 7 of Clone Wars? You're like, what the fuck? What is this? Is this homework? What is it? So look, I'm sure it's probably
It's just how much sacrifice you're willing to make of your time. If you're willing to make the time for that sacrifice to learn about these characters who actually
the problem
go
was
and
that
enjoy Rebels, then
yeah, but remember before Star Wars was sold to Disney, a lot of that expanded universe stuff was never officially canon. So I purposely avoided it. If it's not canon, I'm going to ignore it. And it wasn't until Star Wars was sold, they're like, oh, this is not going to be canon. You're like, what? What do you mean this is going to be canon?
I'll say this much, even though there is a little bit of homework to do with with Ahsoka, right? If you're watching it, those of us who did watch Rebels and enjoyed Rebels will feel this is at Rebels season 5, right? Okay. But for those who are just coming in, Dave Filoni does a good job in explaining these characters narratively for you to understand the story going forward. So in a way, you don't really necessarily need to watch the previous shows to understand Ahsoka.
Mm.
So that's the one thing I did like about the first 2 episodes is that Dave Filoni wants to sit you down and tell you what's going on right now with these characters. And so you understand each one that's being represented in the show. And I did like that. And I feel like going forward, we're probably going to see a lot more action now since we already got that out the way with the first 2 episodes.
Mm. Well, like I said, I'm not trying to be I don't want to be negative about it. I'm sure there are Rebel fans, and uh, I mean, I defend WandaVision. I know people who didn't enjoy WandaVision. I know people who didn't like Loki and the Loki TV show, and there are others that did love it, and I enjoyed it, and I purposely followed the show. Um, but the same crux that's happened to Marvel, absolutely. And then every season, season 3 of Mandalorian left everybody with a big bad taste in their mouth, and I get it. It's a different show, but it still is a spinoff from the Mandalorian show, but yet it's live action version of a Disney XD cartoon show. And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
so from that point on, I'm just alienated, and it's just I don't have anything negative to say. I just don't have any interest in watching it. I also don't
Mm-hmm.
like the current iteration of Star Wars still trying to cram the character of Ahsoka Tano down my throat. I don't care for the character. Thought she was annoying as shit in the first couple seasons of the Clone. I watched the first season of the Clone Wars. Were what 14 years ago? 2008, 2009, I think is when it was. And I'm like, this is stupid. It
Well,
was very dated. It was
I agree with you that we're in the same boat with a lot of viewers of the
yeah,
Clone Wars. When Ahsoka first came out, everyone hated her. All right, everyone hated her because she was just so annoying. I was there again. I was there 3,000 years ago. I saw the forums. I saw everybody complaining about Ahsoka. But for those that did stay with the show, with Clone Wars, and stayed through it till season 7, learned to appreciate and love the character. Now Ahsoka is now the most favorited character out of the new Disney Star Wars right now. So
what happened to our boy Mando? Pedro Pascal said, "I'm going off to HBO Max to do my
at
last."
that point, they weren't paying him enough. That's what happened.
That's
Hey,
probably
come
what.
on, get that. You got
Yeah,
to pay up Danny Mando real quick. Come
yeah.
on.
So I guess continue on Disney Plus for the shows, and then can the whole film adventures altogether, because there's nothing in the books for Star Wars in the film in a theatrical cinematic representation. I know they tease some stuff, but none of that shit's been greenlit. So I guess where I'm going is I get people like are tired of Marvel, but I'm like, is it just Marvel? Because I feel like we're getting kind of, at least for me, my point of view is like Star Wars is also kind of taking a nap as well too. So
Well, they're both in the same, a bit of the same drought of quality as of right now.
it's been watered
But
down.
yeah, so but it's because there was so much out there that has been pumping out that Disney, they I understand what Disney was doing, trying to pump out as much content like Netflix does,
Yeah.
just to fill up the seats with the subscriptions. But it bit them in the ass because of all the quantity that was being put out without the quality. You see, and that's why Bob Iger says that we're going to be, slowing down on content because we
Slow
got
it
to
Yeah.
slow it down and get the quality there. But there's gonna be gems out there, like your Ahsoka show, which is a gem. There's gonna be gems out there, diamonds in the roughs, but the damage has already been done. So I'm hoping, you know, as things progress, more quality starts pumping out now since things are slowing down.
And you know what sucks too is that Disney will never tell you the god awful truth on their viewership. They'll just boast it up. Oh, it's the highest rated show, and it's like, is it really? Is it really the highest rated? Because this is the same guy that did Book of Boba Fett, and you're like, oh, it's a great show. Everybody's loving it.
Well, that was Robert Rodriguez.
Huh?
Boba Fett was Robert Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez directed it, but weren't all of those episodes, weren't they co-written with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau?
No,
Robert
John
Rodriguez,
Favreau.
huh?
John Favreau. Dave Filoni was working on Ahsoka at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dave Filoni's writing all the episodes for the new show.
Yeah, he focused a lot of work on Ahsoka. Yeah.
This is what I'm reading this comment here. Totally to watch the show. I have no interest in this show. I don't know who any of these characters are, Vincent, and I hate the fact that they expect you to know 4 or 5 years of history of Rebel of this. I hate that. Let's put it this way. I'm more excited for the Acolyte show because I know nothing of it and the timeline it takes place. It's not connected to anything. It's not forcing me to do a homework. It's not setting the expectations of a character. It's like what they did with the guy that everybody got pissed about in the Book of Boba Fett. What's his name? Cad Bane. Everybody had all this. Oh, he's a badass. He's the best bounty hunter. He's a legend. Danoby, Cad Bane. You gotta watch Book of Boba Fett. I don't know. It still looks like a super show. Danoby, Cad Bane just showed up. It's the best show. And then then he ends up dying like a punk. And you're like, what? You remember that? Pepper's Farms. Remember? Remember that whole Cad Bane? Everybody was expecting a legend. Then he turns out to be like a clown. You're like, what? But same thing happened to Boba Fett. Oh, the baddest bounty hunter, the greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy. And yet, wasn't he in the first episode getting jabbed by like ninjas wielding some swords like a buffoon?
I don't blame you. I don't
You
blame
know?
you. I don't blame people the way they feel about Book of Boba
So
Fett. I don't blame them.
and here's the thing, because people are telling me the Ahsoka show is a great show, but the problem is these are the same people that told me the Book of Boba Fett was a great show, and credibility goes out the door. These are the same people that I have no interest in. I don't think I'm ever. I get no hate. It looks stupid. It just does. But but this droid that you mentioned, if Hot Toys releases him, oh,
I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
hoping. I'm hoping they do.
If they do, then this droid will have sanctuary in my Star Wars collection, and he'll have a home here. As a
You'll have a home here.
he'll have a home here as a refugee. When I get him in, I'll wrap a towel around him because he just got rescued. It'll be like a rescued from the show, and it's okay.
No,
That's okay. You wrapped a little towel. That's all right, buddy. It's all right. No one told you there was going to be a good show, Here, you can hang out with C-3PO and R2-D2.
the whole gang.
The whole gang, it'll be family, I'll be like Don, it'll be family here. Family here. What else is going on out there? So we talked about, look at this guy here. I'm still on the wait list on this guy.
Oh yeah. That's I think the resale is still rising up on that. He's like $1,000 piece right now.
Look at that. Everybody bitched about the exclusivity of Hot Toys, and Hot Toys brings it on, and everybody's like having panic attacks, man. Like, this is
How do you feel about that? Because I feel that
I love it.
Oh, you love it.
I love it. It weeds out the weak.
Yeah. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Okay.
It's an arena, and to me it weans out the weak, and this hobby is not for you.
Well, for me,
free to go.
Yeah, for me, I don't mind figures holding value, limited, being limited or what have you. Like, oh, this is a one in a lifetime opportunity here piece. I don't mind that. And then over time, the resale value will grow on figures, right? But I was never a big fan of Hunger Games style, trying to get this piece as soon as possible during just 5 to 10 minutes on the site.
Yeah,
I was never a big fan of that because you're always battling against bots, and you're always battling against collectors that are just coming in, are pulling sneakerhead moves, just resell it and buy something else, right? You're battling all that within 10 minutes. Now, if Hot Toys had done it to where with Sideshow, where you only have a 24-hour window to purchase a figure, and that's how many are going to be made, and that's it. I would have preferred that, right? Versus playing Hunger Games, because I left Funkles because of that. Funkles, there was a Hunger Games situation, and I was not a big fan of that, so that's why I left.
No, I agree with you. I wish they would do larger allotments, but I'm still okay with it because we still have close to 120 pre-orders right now, and
Mhm.
they're doing random exclusives. There is more than enough to go around. There's still, even if you can't score one of their legendary skins version of a figure, trust me, you're still going to have a specific chase for it, like the droid set. This is expensive. This is sold out right here, or waitlist right here,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
even if you can't score an Artesian Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, trust me, there are still other gems, diamonds in the rough that you're still gonna come out on top. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
This one right here.
Yeah.
This one right here. I've been trying to find it other. I already have this at home. I just haven't unboxed it yet. But
Mhm.
oh my god, I got so many figures came in, man. I haven't had time to freaking unbox them.
Me
This
too.
piece right here, though, right? I've been looking at my backups. Most of them are still sold out or not even able to pre-order for this. So,
Damn.
because I've been looking because I know people that have been asking me, hey, a spot to get the R5? I'm like, no, I got you. If I see a spot opens up, I've been telling them, outside United States, like Australia, maybe. But the thing is, it's only for pre-order purposes. It's not in stock yet. And then you still got like what? Within a year. Because it takes a while for them to get in stock anyway. So it'll be a while. Stuff here though, if it does pop up, you're gonna have to get it as soon as you can because they won't last.
God, yeah. Yeah. I actually got my waitlist converted, so I actually have this set on pre-order through Sideshow, and
Okay.
and I was able to score a second set through an outside authorized reseller.
Nice.
So I want two sets of this. Yes, specifically because it's the pit droid. It's really the pit droid, and the second set I may part out the character, so I may sell like the R5 separate because I want the pit droid, and then that little is it Dio? I don't know what that little guy's called.
BD.
Peanut BD or peanut. Okay, BD.
Yeah,
So
BD.
yeah, Ash Chase. Have you seen? I don't know what Strays is. Ash, I'm sorry, I have no clue what is seen Stray. Do you know what that is, Nate? Strays.
I think that movie that with talking dogs.
Oh no, no, God no, 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 not seen it.
Is it Strays? I don't know. I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that is. So I've been super uber busy, like I said, dodging hurricanes out in Vegas. Can you imagine that, Nate? A hurricane? Can you? Can you? That's East Coast. That's your issue. It's you guys are the
Yeah,
ones.
we deal with that.
Yeah, you guys are the
Yeah.
ones swimming out your front door and shit, not me. And I'm my own
Yeah.
hurricane and stuff like that. And then between that and then I'd been sick for about a week. I've been falling behind. There's been a lot of stuff that
Yeah, lots of been coming out.
it's just been a lot of stuff coming up, and this is a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. But I did hopefully I will. Let me see. I should segue into this. So, did I tell you? Were you aware of heritage auctions? Did you hear about the website? Are you familiar?
Oh yeah, I was getting the play-by-play by Mr. Mount Collectibles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he tell you I won something from heritage auction?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
did.
Danoby, you dog.
I scored a couple gems from the heritage auction. It was fun. So I know there was a couple other influencers out there that won pieces of history, pieces of Hot Toys history. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yep. Uh, yeah, I mean,
Did Halo Lorian get his piece though?
no, he punked out. He punked out.
Ah,
Yeah,
shoot.
he didn't. He did make a bid though on it and so forth. So, folks, listening, what we're talking about is a heritage auction is a website that scored a large allotment direct from Hot Toys, part of Hot Toys history, part of the Batman exhibition of 2016 that was touring Asia, specifically Japan. and they had a lot of rare gems and antiquities and things like that was showcased at the show. I should have put the video up because I'd be able to show it to you. But anyway, I scored a part of Hot Toys history, which I have not unboxed yet. I've had it for about a couple weeks, but between hurricanes and me being sick, hopefully
Mhm.
I'll be able to get it. But it's in the screen. You can actually see it. It's been it's right there.
Hmm.
That box right here.
Hmm.
So it's there. I haven't unboxed it yet. I haven't decided if I should do a video, if I should. But hold on, let me see, show it here. But it's there. See, it's right
I
there.
see it. Yeah.
Big giant box there. So it's right there. So
Look at that Rancor over there. Damn, I need that in my life.
the
I'll be seeing that Rancor every damn time. Look at that. Beautiful. So you think Hot Toys will deliver on the Rancor?
I hope
The
not.
dewbacks keep coming. So I'm just saying, Rancors, Tauntauns, come on now.
So some of these collectors, if they ever make a Rancor, it's going to go right next to them on the side of the bed after their significant other kicks them out. Rancor's going to be right next to them.
The Rancor is your significant other now.
Yeah. So I'm not a live unboxing now. No, but I'll show you I'll take you to the website. I'll show you. Let me see. Let me just show you right here. Okay. Share screen. Let's go to the Heritage Auctions. Okay, so Hot Toys history, large allotment. The biggest thing that they had was an original one of a kind 1/6 scale 1966 Batmobile, which was this one here. This one here.
Wow.
Which sold, I want to say sold for 27, but this was an original. Look at this. This is this is this is beyond grail. It's priceless. This thing was and it sold for $27,000.
Wow.
Everything here prototype, one of a kind. This was on tour. I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago. I remember this event when it was tour in Asia and the blogger photos and all that stuff. It was really, the stuff that they had here. Look at this. This thing is huge. This was their creme de la creme.
And it came with the Batman and Robin as well?
Everything you see.
Everything.
Everything you see there. Look at that. All four
Wow.
in the back computer, the back cave. Some lucky soul wanted. Yeah. And then I was going to bid on the Axis Chemical Company, but that went beyond my budget. That I think sold for 15 grand.
15 grand.
15 grand. I think I was comfortable willing to go up to 7,000. And once I saw it break 8, I punked out. I'm like, oh, it's too much. So that's too much. But this is like this is like 9, is it 9? Yeah, 9 feet in length. Just to show you,
wow.
This thing is huge. The copter and all the stuff that they had on here. This
Damn, look at that.
to have a huge custom made diorama by Hot Toys is pretty badass. I didn't win that. I did not. What I won was the tumbler. And the tumbler that I won, so there was multiple tumblers that were designed and painted by specific artists, famous Japanese artists. I didn't win this one, but this is just one of them right here.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I won was this one here. This is the one in my possession right here.
You know what's the irony? That you were not a big fan of the original Batmobile from Christopher Nolan, but you ended up being the one to purchase a piece of history.
It's
customized. I like the color scheme on this versus the actual Batmobile, which is crazy.
I do too. I like the whole Gotham logo cop on it. Yeah, I really should unbox it but I haven't. I don't know if I'm ready for it, Nate. I guess that's really what it comes down to. But it's this one here. And
With a piece of history like this, man, you got a 4K blasted. Come
I
on
do
now.
okay. I do have to 4K blast it, but I'll do it. I'll try to do it maybe over the weekend. One of the things, because I've had this for my possession for about 2 weeks now, and a little over 2 weeks, and it was just like I said, I was sick, and then the hurricane was coming to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Las
didn't know
Vegas.
what type of apocalyptic event would happen. Right? I'm like, do I need to pack up my toys? Do I need to,
What level are we? DEFCON 1, DEFCON 2,
Yeah.
DEFCON 3? I got you.
Yeah, what level are we in? But I'll get this done. I'll share it with the world. I know a few others in the community were following this as well too. So, but yeah, this is Hot Toys has never done this. Hot Toys has never had a large allotment of history artifacts up for sale. Years I've been doing this. I've never seen this, and it begs to question. And I was telling Mr. Mom that if they were happy with the success of this auction, would they open up their vault, the Hot Toys vault, that's peppered with tons of prototypes?
Oh, come on. Howie's personal collection? Come on now. No way. No way.
Well, why not? We thought this diorama was one of his personal collections. What else? What? Clearly, how he wasn't attached to this. Who's to say he doesn't put up a 1/6 scale TIE fighter that was on display for a couple of
Ooh.
17, right?
Mm.
Or the prototype Rhino from Amazing Spider-Man.
Better one yet. Can you imagine if Howie lets go the Millennium Falcon 1/6? Can you imagine the
We know
bidding
that
for that?
we know that's in the Hot Toys vault.
Yeah.
We also know that he has multiple prototypes of the original Falcon cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of prototypes. It just makes you wonder. It's part of history. It's just one of those situations, and it was something that a lot of us were very secretive about, and because we didn't want to blow up the auction, we didn't want to tell anybody about it because we didn't want to share it. But
You didn't want the whales to come swarming in, huh?
no, no. What was interesting though is that I was told that Justin himself won one of the pieces. Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was clearly following the auction too, and if several other people in the community were following it as well too. So that's my charity as far as Heritage Auction. And where I'm going to end tonight is that if Hot Toys decides to open up their vault and list a rarity, I promise you I will not talk about it until the auction ends. 'Cause
Ah.
get it? That's where I'm going with it. Or that's right, those flying avatar creatures, prototypes. So it's one of those situations like this is my gift to the audience watching me now, is that they cracked the Hot Toys vault, and if it happens again, most of us who already follow Heritage Auctions will not tell you until it's over because we don't want to spook the bids. We don't want to.
So Heritage Auctions, is that in the States or outside the States?
Their main headquarters is based out of Dallas, Texas. Huge.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if the prototypes they've sold were stocked here in the States.
They
But
weren't.
then
They weren't because you could have actually flown out to Dallas and you
Uh-huh.
could have, and they had everything there on display in their main show floor. They did.
Hmm.
They did. Yes. They did, and they welcomed everybody, and then you just had to make an appointment, and then you were escorted on the show floor so you could have seen everything. That's why
Hmm.
that's why that Batman diorama went for $27,000. People, whoever got it, they were there. They were there in person. You
Oh
don't
wow.
bid you don't bid that type of money. You would buy a plane ticket. What's a plane ticket? $500. You're dropping 27 grand. You're absolutely out there staying at a Best Western or something. You're going to check this out yourself. So
Hmm.
yeah. Yep. But yeah, that's like I said, if it happens again, if the Millennium Falcon full version, or if anything out of the Hot Toys vault, I will not talk about it. I will not share it with the audience until that auction is over, because Justin and a few other people in the community didn't talk about it because we know better. Well, we don't want to send in the cavalry.
I don't want to send the whales. I got you.
Now, that Batman exhibit in 2016 also had multiple Batmobiles on display. They also had the Justice League Batmobile. Now, if they're willing to part with one of their original prototypes of the 66 Batmobile in an auction, odds are they're most likely going to part with the Justice League, officially licensed Justice League Batmobile. So, my theory as to whoever won the auction to the diorama, I thought at one point, and we don't know, all we can do is speculate, but I thought it was one of the rival toy companies. I thought it was maybe like Poo Poo Toys or
Poo Poo Toys.
Because why would they want it? Because they can reverse engineer it and copy it.
I can see that. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised with that.
I was 100% because all the R&D had been done for the 66 Batmobile. Why buy one from Jazz Inc. for what, $2,000 or whatever it's going for, when Mars Toys can sell it to you for $800? Reverse prototype. So it could still happen, maybe. Who knows? We don't know who won it. It's kept secretive, whoever won the diorama. So whoever won it, it's in private hands. Somebody has access to an original, one-of-a-kind, 1/6 scale Batmobile. Yeah. Holiest of the holy grails.
Holiest of the holies, eh?
Holy of the holy grails. And that's where I'm going to end. That's where I'm going to end my stream tonight, Nate. Catching up with you wonderful folks out there. Hanging out with you, Nate. And that's going to be it for me. I don't have anything else planned. Did you see my short? I whipped up a short. Did you see my my Oppenheimer short? Let me see.
No, I haven't.
I did. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me see. I did an Oppenheimer short, and I think I posted it on Instagram, and I'll play it.
You did it on YouTube as well?
Yeah. So let me. I'm gonna play it here, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Let me see here. Oppenheimer. Where is it? Come on.
The Shazam prototype is apparently is out there, right?
Yep. This cough is killing me. All right, here we go. Video file. Oppenheimer. Let me see here. Hold on. Open. Here we go. Let's see if this works. There's close to a 0% chance I'll actually blow a fuse. Matt doesn't lie.
If you have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw, there it is. That's a straw, you see. Watching. And my straw reaches